Good afternoon. Welcome here to the William T. Orm Court in Powell County in the beautiful city of Stanton, Kentucky for your second game of this first round, 14th regional tournament here in Powell County. We saw Knott County, the favorite in the 14th, advance over Breathitt County by score 3-0 in our first set this morning at our first match this morning at 11. We're about ready to kick off here at 1 o'clock. What will be the second match of this 14th regional tournament. We're sort of jumping brackets. The first game this morning was in the bottom bracket. Now we're playing the bottom game in the top bracket as we have the winners of the 56th district, Powell County, taking on the runners-up over in the 53rd, Letcher County Central. So we expect to see a great game here this afternoon from these two teams. Matt Hudson's with me. I'm Stephen Boland. We'll be broadcasting for this second match. We're looking forward to a lot of good senior play, especially from Powell County. You've got Josie McClure, who leads the team in several categories. You have several other seniors that will be playing for that team, but also over on the Letcher County side. You have Madison Napier, a senior. You have Amelia Lucas. And they have lots of young players on both teams that we're going to see some talent out of. So, Matt, what do you expect out of this match this afternoon? We've been up for a long time today, so we're still calling things morning and evening. Matt is, of course, our technician, getting everything up and running, making sure that we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and I think we're up and running now.
Yeah, that's the main thing we got to check is that we've had way too many occasions of going live and talking and having some great conversations, and no one being able to hear us. So always have to double check that when you get these streams started, but everything does look good.
Yeah, it looks like, you have two teams that have been very successful this year. Powell County coming in with a record of 24 wins and 9 losses. They're 17-6 in regional play. And Letcher County, of course, the runners-up to Knott County over in that 53rd district. They come in with a record of 20-15, and they are 12-4 in the 14th region. That's a pretty good record.
Yeah, Letcher County played a really tough out of region schedule. They went and got some tournaments. Like I said, and took some big opponents from around the state. So their record is not quite as good as the Powell County Pirates, but the level of competition was right there with them.
But none of that really mattered. We always say when you get to district, when you get to region, the score resets to 0-0. When you've got big players for Letcher County like 24, Emily Caudill, and then you've got Lowe, number 11, that are able to get up above that net, you're going to play some good matches in region, but out of region really helps you grow. Powell County, on the other hand, has a few players that are huge, huge impact players that we're going to say their name a lot. You're going to hear Hensley. You're going to hear, probably going to hear a lot from, let's see, Jones will probably see some action. McClure, certainly. Raylan Turner, definitely a freshman that'll play some. So it should be a great game this afternoon. We're continuing. This is the second game in the 14th region tournament here for Powell County. So we want to thank all of our sponsors, everybody that tuned in to watch. We're going to take a break here, get in a few words from our sponsors. We've got about a minute left as these two teams are finishing up, warming up. We'll be right back with volleyball action here in just a moment on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
It's the season of saving and upgrading with Appalachian Wireless. Get an iPhone 15, 128 gig on us. You heard me right, on us. With a new or renewed line on any Appalachian Advantage Unlimited plan, it's like they're giving it away. They kind of are. An iPhone 15, 128 gig on us. Visit your favorite Appalachian Wireless location or AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions. It's the season of savings because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Welcome back to Powell County. Here at Powell County High School, we are about ready to kick off this second match of our 14th regional tournament. The Letcher County Cougars, they're going to be on the right side of your screen in the blue and black. And on the left side is Powell County. We're getting our final checks in by our officials. Looks like we have Robert Amundsen on the stand. That's going to be... looks like Paul, that's, Robert Patrick over there, Robert Kelly on the line. And looks like Gayhart's going to be our R2 official on the floor there.
It's a good officiating crew. I said they're going to rotate through today. You'll see the same officiating crew. Like I said, just at different positions.
Right, yeah, and all of these are experienced referees. They know what they're doing. They've been at this for a while. So we'll get a good, fair, even game as Doug Elam makes his way into the gym this afternoon. And serves in. Outside to Flincham. Flincham puts the ball over. Letcher up. And that's going to be long. As Madison Napier unable to put the ball down for Letcher Central, point goes to Powell County as they jump out to this 1-0 lead to get us started. Jones put the ball in play. Good dig there. And Powell County can't get that ball back over as Calissa Lowe puts the ball.
Yeah, very smart play there in the middle. No defense out of position, just a little tap shot into the zone.
Yeah, she took advantage. They had a player on, Powell County had a player on the floor, and she took advantage of that 6-on-5. Lucas put the ball in, and up. Lowe with the tap over, and Powell County puts the ball down. That's Haley Neal, the junior from Powell County, puts that ball on the floor. Point to Powell.
See your tap and raise you one.
Yep. Powell County's libero. Kylie Howard back to serve. She puts it in play. Letcher, and that's going to be Low off the block and out of bounds. Point to Letcher County Central.
Both these teams going to that middle set a lot already.
You're seeing more of that in high school, more of that in college. I've certainly been in the professional ranks for years. It's a great place to hit the ball from. McClure outside hits the ball over. Letcher County sets over to, yep, they're able to play it over. And Powell County's Neal puts it over. Pack going down that line outside to McClure. And that's going to be off the backboard. Letcher County unable to play that ball in. Off the hands of Lucas. Point goes back to Powell. Seems like we're working that camera out this morning or this afternoon, going back and forth. Outside to Lowe, who cuts that ball in for the point. Service back over to Letcher Central.
Well, something we didn't have to worry about as much in the first game. We've already seen twice. The backboard's coming into play.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. We mentioned it in the first match this morning. And you saw there that ball went straight into the backboard. And Lowe with the little soft serve over the net. And the hit by Ebony Pack down for the point.
Pack got a great angle on that. So hit it into the block, but he was still able to get the ball down.
Yeah, a lot of people try to hit through the block. That's effective sometimes, but down on the block is always better. Dig goes outside to Raylan Turner. And blocked. Not sure which one of them got a hand on that. I know for sure that Pack was in on that. I don't have number 8 on Letcher's official roster on KHSA. Well, there may have been a uniform change there, and Pack serves into the net. 4-5. Yeah, number 8 doesn't have stats for Letcher. And we're going to trade serves back and forth. Gracie Pelfrey for Powell County serves into the net. Number 8, back to serve for Letcher. And the libero plays it up. And the ball is put down. Raylan Turner, the freshman, very smart move there, puts that ball down for the point for Powell County. Pack, nice hit. Point for Letcher Central. They go up by 2 here early in this first set of our second match here in the first round of the 14th regional tournament. Back for Letcher, Katie Combs. And off the hands of Gracie Pelfrey and out of bounds.
Yeah, that one looked to be going long, but...
Yeah, Pelfrey saved her on that one. I think that was going to be a point definitely for Powell. And Pelfrey...
Yeah, but that ball's hit directly at you. It's kind of hard to make that.
Yeah, you got to make a choice. Combs goes long again, and that one may have also been out. Powell County's Flincham puts the ball over. And they're going to call net on number 4 for Powell County, Raylan Turner. She didn't argue that call. I think she knew she got a little bit of it there. Katie Combs to serve again for Letcher. Nice job looking for that open spot. And that ball is put down by Turner, but played up by Letcher. And touched and out of bounds. Off the hands of Kylie Howard, the junior. And Powell County says timeout after a quick 5-point lead here by Letcher Central. We're going to take a quick break, too. Be right back after this.
It's the season of saving and upgrading with Appalachian Wireless. Get an iPhone 15, 128 gig on us. You heard me right, on us. With a new or renewed line on any Appalachian Advantage Unlimited plan, it's like they're giving it away. They kind of are. An iPhone 15, 128 gig on us. Visit your favorite Appalachian Wireless location or AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions. It's the season of savings because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
And Letcher Central breaks the huddle first, and they're on the court as Powell County joins them now. Powell County uses its first timeout to try to calm the nerves of their players as Letcher gone on a little bit of a run, opened up a 5-point lead under the serving, really, of Katie Combs, who's still at the line. And again, that's going to be a dead ball because he's going to call a reserve. The ball was coming down as he calls the 2. And, yep, Amundsen is going to call a reserve because that ball was coming down onto the backboard.
Yeah, good call there.
And there was a player there to receive the ball, so it is a legal play.
Yeah, some of the Cougars not a fan of the call, but said it was the right call in that situation.
Yeah, that is correct. So they go right back to the same spot, and that's going to be out of play. Yep. What they do, Matt, is they designate a playable surface area. Here today, it's going to be the basketball court, the black line around the basketball court. You cannot contact that ball unless 1 foot is inside that playable area. So that time she had to go outside of the playable surface, and it's out of bounds. And that ball is down. Napier, the senior for Letcher Central, puts that ball down, gives them a 7, gives Letcher Central, the Cougars, 7-point lead.
Napier's kind of deceiving. She's not the tallest girl, but she has really good vertical, so she's able to get on top of that ball.
That's right. That's right. Combs to serve again. She's on a run. And she sails that one out the back. Combs, a junior, little too hard on that serve, and she puts it out the backside. Back to serve for Powell County is Raylan Turner, the freshman. We get a substitution. That's Haley Neal into the game for Powell as Turner ready to serve. She has sort of a little sideways serve, but it's been effective in the past. And she floats that one through. That's going to be out of bounds. An ace. That is definitely a go-time ace this afternoon. Turner ready again. She floats that ball through. Going to be outside to Napier and played up by Powell. Clincham plays that ball over. And Napier again touched at the net and played over. Good defense by both of these teams here. Napier tries to push that ball across court there. Outside to Flincham and blocked at the net. Point. Letcher Central.
They said both teams showing off some great defense, and we talked about that pregame. And Powell County, that's what they're known for, especially.
Yeah, Powell County took a little bit of a break there and let Letcher get a little run on them. Again, miscommunication. It looked as though one player was going to step up and get it, and neither one of them did. Coach Thorpe asking whose ball was that. 7-point lead for Letcher. Outside to Neal. Oh, wow. Little collision there in the back row, and that ball is in. And they're going to call Yep, you're going to call in the net. Number 12 for Powell County. That's Neal. She was in the net before the ball hit the ground.
Says two of the Cougars got tied up a little bit back here, able to get back. No injuries, so.
Outside to Neal. She plays that over. And they're going to go in the middle. And Felissa Lowe just drops one in. She's done that a couple times already in this game.
Well, Lowe's showing that IQ out.
Yeah, she's got that high. She's able to get up and just drop that ball in on you when you're not ready for it. And that played back in. Good defensive play. 17-7, 10-point lead here for Letcher Central. They're on a roll early in this second match today. Blocked at the net. Flincham is blocked. Going to go outside, and that is Napier. Hard cross-court hit and down in that back corner.
Yeah, the Cougars taking some great angles, those outside hits, bringing it almost all the way across the court.
I always said, volleyball is nothing but a hard case of geometry. You want those angles. Going to be played over by Turner. And a little dump by the setter. Goes outside to Flincham, and she goes into the net. Point to Letcher. Letcher on a tear here early on.
Powell just got a little on top of that ball, hit it down to the net.
Service in. Very conservative on their serves here so far. They're just making sure they put the ball in. That means you've got confidence in your offense. As they go to Napier again, played up by McClure. Outside to Flincham. Flincham just puts that ball over. Up in the middle to Lowe. She didn't quite get all of that. Back again. Tried again. She hits a harder ball that time, and she blocks at the net. And they're going to call that as a 2. Yep. She was not in the blocking zone.
Cougars have come out hot here in this first set.
Yep. 20-7. They make that magical number first. And Lowe with the hard hit and down. Perfect shot in that back corner. Timeout, Powell County. They take their second timeout. We'll take it with them. Letcher Central leads 21-7 here early in this first set.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Welcome back here to the William T. Orm Court. We've seen just an absolute blaze of fury from Letcher Central here early on. They have tripled the Powell County score, 21-7. Matt Hudson here on the engineering board, making sure everything's ready to go. But we have a special guest who has joined us, who's not a guest. The man himself. The man himself. We saw you come in, Doug, and make your round, shake hands, working on that election that's coming up.
Got to visit. Yeah, got to do a little visiting.
So Doug Elam, the esteemed coach from Wolfe County, has joined us here to help us out, help us get through this. Letcher Central goes to Lowe again, and she did not take her steps and put that ball into the net.
Yeah, miscommunication. Little miscommunication there between the setter and hitter. They weren't on the same page, I don't think.
Right. She was just taking a slow little walk up. Jones puts that ball into play with the serve, blocked at the net, and unable to get it up. Powell County with the score.
And said the Cougars coming hot, but they are the 2 seed in this bracket. But if you look at compared to the 1 seed in their district, they had to earn the 2 seed.
Yeah, they were knocked out. Well, they weren't knocked out. They were defeated in district by Not Central, of course, the favorite, by far the favorite. Letcher Central watched that ball hit the ground. Point to Powell County. Kaylin Jones on the line again to serve. She goes right back to that corner. Up to Lowe, and Lowe puts the ball down. The kill. That is a go time Appalachian Wireless kill for sure. That was such a good one. We'll give it to both of them, Matt.
To both of them. Line it up.
Ball played over by Gracie Pelfrey. And there's Napier again back on that front line. Outside to Napier. Off the block, point. Letcher Central, 23-10. They move within 2 of closing this one out, Doug.
Yeah, Letcher playing good in-system volleyball. Now, that's 3 straight good sequences there. They got swings where they wanted them, when they wanted them. It's a good way to finish a set.
Ball served in by Amelia Lucas for Letcher Central. They go back to Napier. Where else would you go? Point for Napier. That brings us to set point.
And Powell County's got to press that block, Steve. They're getting up there, but they're not getting close enough to the net.
They're
letting that ball through, yeah.
You're right. They're touching a lot of stuff, but they're not. That form is allowing that the ball to go backwards on them. As Lucas puts the ball in. Nice shot there by Mackenzie Flincham for Powell County, who says we're not quite ready to go yet.
Flincham's good at getting spin on it. She's undersized for a hitter and doesn't really get above the net, but she gets all kinds of top spin on that ball.
And that ball just loops into that corner back there. They'll take it. Flincham serves the ball over.
Good serve there, yeah.
And Napier from the other side this time. Point to Letcher Central, and that will close us out here in our first set. Letcher Central, the Cougars from Whitesburg, Kentucky, take that first one 25-11. What did you see there, Doug?
Well, Powell was most effective early in the set when they were up on the net, disrupting Letcher's offense. You can't let them get in the flow, Steve. If Letcher's in system, I honestly feel like they're too much for Powell's defense. Powell's got to get net defense up there, disrupt their flow. When Letcher's tentative, Powell can get runs on them. And we saw that after that timeout. Powell scored 3 straight.
Right. You're not able to give them free balls across that net. Letcher's going to make you pay. So
oh, absolutely.
While the coaches are resetting in their huddle, we'll take a quick break, get in a few words from our sponsors.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They're hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back here to Powell County. We have just concluded our first set here in our second match. Letcher Central walked away 25-11 with that one. Really took off on a run, Doug, and there wasn't much Powell County could do to slow them down in that one. What do you think they're going to do here to try to correct that?
Well, I hope they make referee Robert Amundsen work a little bit, Steve. They've got to get up on that net. I want him watching that net. Powell County's going to have to win it up tight on the net, and that we didn't see a whole lot. It's too many free balls. We talked about that in the break. Too many free balls, too tentative. They've got to get up and get aggressive on the net.
So no easy money for Gayhart and Amundsen here.
No, not tonight. No.
We wanted to work for it is what we hear.
That's right.
You know, both of these teams came out early in that match a little bit nervous, a little bit shaky. It looked like Letcher took care of that and got down to business. We'll see what they do here. Amelia Lucas, who had a good service run in that first set, back to serve for Letcher. Outside to Neal, who goes long out the back. Point for Letcher.
Yeah, just got her back on her heels there. They've got to get it to the net, be more aggressive, and that set was just too far back.
It looked like she started her approach a little quick. Need to wait on the ball. Calm down. Lucas to serve again. She goes out the side. Point to Powell County.
That looked like the kind of service area you get trying for an ace.
Yeah,
I like that.
Somebody told me one time, you know, these girls are nervous. You don't know what it's like to be a high school girl. And I said, thank goodness.
The only thing harder than sitting back there and serving is returning it sometimes.
Right.
Golly. There's Neal where she needs to be, in the middle.
In that middle, ready to block. Outside to Napier, who's had some success today. Good defense there. And blocks, just like you said.
There we go.
Powell County has got to block at the net, and you see it there.
Well, and we saw, I like what happened there. We saw Neal get her hands on one, and then the second time she comes in tighter, presses that block over the net, and gets the points. So.
Well, and you also have Pelfrey there, Gracie Pelfrey, to help seal that block, and it's down for a point. Jones puts the ball in, and there's Lowe. Nice dig in that back court, and the libero will play it over. Up to Napier. And Powell County pushes it over. They've got to be aggressive on offense. Off the block, and Powell plays it up. Tough defense here.
Giving Letcher too many swings, yeah.
Oh, miscommunication. Miscommunication there.
Like you said, Steve, Powell's got to be moving forward. They've got it. They're giving Letcher too many swings, and they're just kind of sitting back and waiting. That won't work.
They will take advantage of that. As Napier puts the ball in. Napier with the pass. Up to Lucas. And going to be a net violation. Or they're going to call it down.
Yeah,
they're going to call it down. But either way, it would have been a Powell County point. As Letcher steps over that mid-court line. Back serve is Mackenzie Flincham. Hard push to the back corner. Pack is blocked for the point.
That's it.
Ebony Pack, we've seen that impact of that block already here. And Powell had come to play this second set. Flincham to serve. Deep ball taken by Adams. Outside to McClure, who just plays that one over. Got to be a little more aggressive. And off the block, point for Pack and Letcher Central.
And McClure name is usually we're calling a whole lot when we watch some Lady Pirate volleyball.
Yeah, she's not getting the sets right now. And that back row set, like Steve said, that's not going to get it done. They've got to get that ball up into the net, be aggressive. Let's see what they do here. Looks like this is going to be a little tighter.
Outside to McClure, and she goes down.
And count it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the difference. Just catch her moving forward. Let her get a little something on the ball as Neal goes back to serve.
Take advantage of that. And you see a lot of that happening when that block is set up. They're about a half a foot off that pin. That gave them that line. Back to serve is Neal for Powell County. She floats that one into the center of the court. Set up outside.
Pelfrey got a hand on it. Pelfrey now the primary blocker for the Lady Pirate.
McClure just rolls that one in. Ebony Pack outside. She's up and played by Powell County. And that overpass is put down by number 14, Hannah Eldridge, a sophomore for Letcher Central.
Well, and Steve, don't blame Neal for that overpass. That's a middle passing, a dig on a big swing like
Absolutely.
that. She did a fantastic job with it. Just a little too deep.
And outside, McClure goes across. Off the hands of Turner and out of bounds. Point to Letcher Central. We're tied 5-5 this afternoon. And again, we apologize. We don't have number 8 on the KHSA roster. So we don't have a name for her over there on Letcher side. Unable to dig that one out. Point to Letcher Central.
And these Lady Pirates are back on their heels again. They need to get this thing moving forward.
The number 8 serve again for Letcher. Played up and over to McClure, who just pops that ball over. And the ball is down from Napier. See if we can figure out who number 8 is, who's serving the ball for Letcher Central.
Producer Matt Hudson is on that job. We'll have that answer soon.
He is back with the answer.
Sophie Fields, number 8.
Sophie Fields, all right.
Fields.
And that is touched and out of bounds off Powell County.
And Sophie Fields is on a run, a service run of her own now.
Sophie Fields back again. Taken by Pelfrey, over by McClure. Letcher Central has the opportunity to get in system. That played off the net. Not sure there was contact there, but
didn't see contact either, but that's okay.
And McClure pops that to the middle.
Can't find a spot.
And played over off the Hannah Eldridge hit. Outside to Napier, and she goes out of bounds.
The Powell County gets bailed out there by Napier. They were playing desperation volleyball there, just really tentative, trying not to lose the point, Steve, and which they stayed in. So
they'll take them, though. Any charity work, they'll
that's
take.
right.
And Robert Paddock was.
There's another one.
Yeah,
okay, I started to say that's another one. Didn't look like it was blocked.
Those are really, really hard to pick up sometimes. Gracie Pelfrey for Powell County back to serve. Powell County within 1 here. Played up outside to Napier. Powell with good hustle, and Turner will pop it into the middle. And Turner.
That's the one. That's the one they're looking for, Steve.
Hannah Eldridge up with the block, but she let that ball turn and out the side.
Let's see
up 8-8.
See if these Lady Pirates have a little more energy now.
Gracie Pelfrey serves that one in. And it's going to be a free ball from Powell. Let's see what they can do with it. Napier off the hands of Emma Rice in the back row. Point to Letcher Central. They go up by 1.
When you're a setter, Steve, what are you looking for when you try that dump right there? Obviously, it didn't work for Powell that time, but
yeah, you're looking for that awareness where your defense is. You're looking for an opportunity where you can control that ball into a specific spot. So we always taught you want to see the floor first. You react to that.
Yeah.
That time she just played it over, sort of a missed opportunity. She had a hitter moving to the net that she could have set out of that middle, but she chose to go to that little push. It's effective sometimes, and it looks great when it works.
When it works, yeah.
If it doesn't, it just looks like a wasted opportunity. 10-8. And that ball is an overpass from the libero outside. And
nice job.
That was Turner for Powell County there with the block.
And the good double block there, I think, is that Pelfrey that went up with her.
I think it was.
Turner,
they were side by side there, maybe.
Sorry.
Or was that
Turner and Jones? Turner and Kaylin Jones, yeah. So good double block there.
Yeah.
She dropped that in tight to the net.
A 2-foot serve from McClure, and that ball is almost out off the hands of Napier. Powell County really hustling here. And it's just going to be played over by Flincham. Off the block, up. Great
I'd like to see him
job.
swing on that ball right there, but still playing.
Yep, missed opportunities. And they're going to call in the net.
I'm still going to credit that serve, Steve. I think that serve set that point up. Now, obviously, the rally went long, but that was a heck of a serve.
They were rattled, though. They were never really in system after that serve. Going to go to number 14, who pops it down the line. Up in the middle to Turner, and she's long.
Good idea. Turner needs to get in transition right there. She needs to be behind that set.
There you go. You got to back those steps up. Most of what we've seen all morning is problems with the the steps. You know, not getting enough steps in, not getting what they need. So we'll see if they can correct that. Set by the libero, and Flincham just plays that one over. Napier with a push. And
that's a good job.
Turner with a smart play.
I've been waiting all year for this. So Stephen Boland's quote, hit it where they're not.
She managed it that time.
That's it. The best way to play volleyball is to hit it where they're not. 11-11.
Good serve.
And low. Oh, so close.
Good serve right there. They didn't take advantage of it. Just kind of out of position.
They've got to get reset on defense. Look like they weren't quite ready as Lucas is back to serve for Letcher Central. And just a flip over there by Jones. Set outside to Flincham from Jones. Touched at the net. Lucas to Lowe. Nice dig there in the backcourt. And Turner plays it over. Up. And down for Napier. Not a lot you can do with that one, Doug.
No, Steve, the Letcher hitters are doing exactly what we're saying. They're getting back in transition. They're moving forward. That time, was it Lowe?
It was that was actually Napier that time.
Napier, yeah. Just had all kinds of momentum coming into that ball.
In the middle to Flincham.
Better.
Outside to Napier. She won't be afraid to hit it. Played up by the libero, and Jones will pop it over. Going outside. And that was Fields. Flincham.
Good job right there by Flincham to recognize that, yeah.
Napier with a hard hit off the block.
Off the hands.
Out of bounds, just off the fingertips of the libero, Kylie Howard.
Napier with another Appalachian Wireless kill shot.
Absolutely.
I'm a bigger fan of those go-time blocks. I like to see those blocks. Either side of the net, I like to see those balls.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good serve.
Nice ace. Lucas drops that ball in. Timeout, Powell County. They take their first timeout here in this second set of our second match in the 14th Regional Tournament. We'll take this timeout with them.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Welcome back to Powell County as we are part of the way, about halfway through our second set here of the second match of this 14th regional tournament. Well, Letcher Central currently has a 4-point lead over Powell County. Letcher has really been aggressive, Doug. I think that's the secret so far.
Well, and it's a game, volleyball's a game of runs. Right now, Letcher's got the momentum. It'll be interesting how they handle this ATO situation. If Powell County can get a side out here, Steve, then I call it even again. Even though they'll be down 3, I think they would be back up to even if they can just they need it now, though. This is a much-needed side out.
At this point, you just got to break the momentum, and certainly with Lucas back serving for Letcher, you want to stop any kind of run that's going on now.
Looking for that perfect pass.
And Neal off the block and tipped over by Napier.
Could have been a lift.
Yep, I thought so, but regardless. And not able to pull that one up.
But two good swings by Powell County there. In system, moving forward, aggressive swings.
And they did exactly what you said. They have to break that run.
Yes.
Jones back for Powell County to serve. She floats that one into the back row, fielded by Fields. And the ball is up and played over. I don't think she quite intended that.
No, she was trying to save a set there.
Off the hands of Pelfrey, out of bounds. I believe that was low with that hit.
Yeah, you saw Jones there trying to save it and set it and just couldn't get under it. And unfortunate because it gave Letcher a real good opportunity for.
And another overpass.
Birthday ball. Oh, she
misplayed.
didn't handle it.
Thank you, Doug. You completed it. I need the birthday ball and hit it where they're not.
I just wanted to hear both of them in a single set. And that's I've always said when that ball comes floating across on that overpass, it looks like a beach ball or a watermelon.
And honestly, I think Pack had too much time to think about it right there. Right. She just.
Oh, yeah, Pack again. Mishandled that ball. I don't think she was quite ready for a shorter set than she thought was coming.
Well, she's in the pass and go situation. But when you don't get the pass, when it doesn't get served to you, you got to get over there and transition, get ready. She's doing a better job this time and a much better swing. So
and played off of the side of the face there, a Turner.
Hey, whatever it takes.
It's still in play. That's all that matters. Oh my, low.
Yeah.
On top of that one, slams that ball to the ground.
Lowe was such great size, able to get on top of that ball. But angle of the keel is so.
The angle she had on that swing, nobody up here in this press box could have dug it. Forget about it.
Yeah, she's only about 5'2", I think, right? At her height.
Big hop. Big hop. She was above the rim there.
Yeah. I'm not sure how tall she is, but she made them pay with that one.
Yeah.
Back to serve for Powell County off that point is Haley Neal, the junior. She floats that ball into the back middle. Ball up and a little bit back on that.
A little back, yeah.
And McClure just taps it in. And they're going to call net.
Wow.
Yep. Turner went to hit that ball and hit the net. Point to Letcher.
That's one thing I've talked about throughout the years. These girls been able to tell where they're at on the court while that ball's floating over their head. Amazes me sometimes.
Crazy. And played into the net.
And actually, Powell's got, let's see. Yeah, number 4, Raylan Turner, one of the best that I've seen as far as taking an over-the-shoulder set and doing something with it. We saw her do that in the first set, got a couple balls down. Here she's trying to roll shot, and that's just not going to get down on a good Letcher defense.
No. Touches the net, passed over, fed from Lucas, and hits.
Tries for the middle, doesn't get it.
Played over by Pelfrey.
Good job there, Pelfrey.
And tossed, and they're going to call net on Letcher Central. I think it was 14 or, no, it was Napier, 17.
I love what Pelfrey tried to do there, too. Just misdirect it. If you can just get a hand on it, they think it's going to be here, you move it over there.
Well, that defense was in transition as Pelfrey serves. Set over to Pack, that is, I guess. And McClure will play that one over. McClure, she's just not hitting as hard as she usually does. Blocked at the net by Turner. Played up. Over to McClure. And she rolls that one out the side.
McClure's a fantastic athlete. She can jump straight up and down and swing on the ball, but she doesn't need to. She needs to get in transition, get that ball in approach, and get something moving forward. That's when we'll see them get down.
Katie Combs serving for Letcher. We saw her go on a little bit of a run in that first set. And Powell just plays it over. Another free ball. And bounced off the top of the net. And down for Hannah Eldridge.
Nobody home on the left side of the net defense there for Powell. They doubled up on the block. She saw it, recognized it.
No transition. Good court presence there. Knew where she was, where she could go. And Turner's going to free ball again. Up outside, almost a two-hand, but it didn't call it. And that ball is down. Letcher on another run.
Steve, right now, Powell's serve receive is pulling Jones so far off the net. She's having to set that ball from back here at the three-point line, and that's just simply limits her options. There's so little she can do like that.
It's hard to get a down ball when you're hitting from 6 or 8, 10 feet. Outside, hard ball from Napier is down.
And Napier doing a great job moving around, playing off the set, recognizing where it's going to be, and catching everything moving toward the net.
She is aggressive. That's the real success of this game. And Powell is going to not be able to play that one over. I thought they got to it, but just not able to control that ball.
Great hustle by the libero there. Howard, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. But great hustle by Howard to get that ball back in play. It's just too much, too late. That's a better swing. McClure got that ball on the right side. Looked like she was more comfortable swinging from the right side, Steve, than she was from over the outside.
Right, and Powell County staves off this set point. They've got a few more to get to claim this particular set. As McClure serves. Set by Lucas, and off the block at the net. Up to Turner, who just tosses it over.
Nice job right there, yeah.
He catches that Letcher defense backing up, expecting that hard hit, and she wisely just drops it in. That's 2 set points. Little flip. And again. And that ball is touched. Point to Letcher Central as they claim this second set.
Boy, and she tried to pull off of it too right there. Emma Rising for Powell County. She didn't want to touch it, but it was too late.
Yep, she'd already committed at that point, and you can see it did not really impact much, but it was enough. That Richard Kelly said touch, point to Letcher Central. So Letcher takes this second set, 25-18. What do you think they're saying in those huddles?
Well, I know Coach Thorpe over in Powell County. I've spent quite a bit of time with her, and she is trying to calm her bunch down. 25-18, you and I both know in the middle of that set, a point here, a point there, and that's a much different outcome. Looks a whole lot different at the end. And so she's telling them, guys, we're not out of this yet. I'm sure she's telling them, don't get back on your heels. Don't play tentative. Stay aggressive. Over on the other side, I'm not sure. I've never been in that position, Steve. What does that feel like when you're winning?
We'll have to ask later. Yeah, you've got Coach Van Hoos over there on the other side who's been at this. This is her first year, but she's been in volleyball forever, so she knows she has to keep her girls focused. This third set for me in my history and history of a lot of teams in Eastern Kentucky is the hardest set, because what happens is you get real tight. You start playing not to lose rather than playing to win. So you see a lot of times you'll see a 3-1 score on a lot of these games because somebody gets too nervous and they drop that third set. So we'll see if that happens to Letcher here. They've been on a roll right now. But we'll see if they can keep that momentum going.
Well, and the famous quote from Roger Federer was, life's great when you win the first set.
That's right.
So Letcher's got 2 now under their belts. So life's super great over on the Letcher County bench. We'll see if they can keep that momentum rolling.
So while they're getting ready, we'll start our third set here in a minute. We'll see if Powell County can come back and claim this third set, and we will go from there as we take a quick break. We'll be right back after this moment after a few words from our sponsors.
It's the season of saving and upgrading with Appalachian Wireless. Get an iPhone 15, 128 gig on us. You heard me right, on us. With a new or renewed line on any Appalachian Advantage Unlimited plan, it's like they're giving it away. They kind of are. An iPhone 15, 128 gig on us. Visit your favorite Appalachian Wireless location or AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions. It's the season of savings because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. big on commitment.
Welcome back to Powell County. We've just concluded that second set here in our second match as the Letcher Central Cougars have claimed that second set by a score of 25-18 over the Powell County Pirates. Letcher goes up 2-0. Doug?
Steve, we're trying to build our listenership at Bluegrass Sports Nation. Here's a young lady that I guarantee you has never listened to a volleyball game live because she's always playing in them.
Right.
Freshman Tiara Bailey from Letcher County Central. Your team wants you to know they miss you, they love you, they can't wait to see you. If you look down there at the bench, they're telling you right now, hi, Tiara. Can't wait to get back with you. Hopefully with a W here tonight. Let's see how this works. Letcher up 2-0.
Yep. I know she'd rather be here if she could, but they said she wasn't able to attend, and she'll get plenty of opportunities. As a freshman, she'll have lots more opportunities.
Lots more opportunities.
Back to serve for Powell County is number 22, Jones. Letcher, a little bit long as Lowe can't quite control that ball. She couldn't get that one down off the set.
And I don't know if Powell made a conscious decision to back off of that swing, but it looked out of bounds from the very get-go.
And official timeout as we tie a shoe here for Letcher Central. Jones to serve again. Whatever they did on Powell's side, it worked.
More of that, they're saying.
Low up and off the block. Powell plays it up. Jones goes back row to Howard. And Low out of the middle. And, I thought there was a touch, but I guess not.
It looked like a touch. It did. It looked like a touch.
Yep.
And Letcher calling for a touch. And we're going to get no from
Coach
anybody.
Van Hoos says, it was a touch. She seems a little shocked over there.
Got 14th region officials at every post on these games, so.
And an ace.
You're not going to win the argument, Coach.
Yeah, once they make that call, I've rarely seen one change.
But if she goes back and listens to this broadcast, she'll know we're on her side. We thought there was a touch there.
Yep. We can't give you the point, though. Jones with the serve in. Outside to Lowe, who sets it up for Napier. She's just going to pop that ball over. Almost a two-hand. Under the old rules, it probably would have been. Napier off the block. Outside to Flincham, and Flincham into the net. Point to Letcher Central.
Yeah, and Steve, both of those sets, the one to Neal in the middle and the one to Flincham on the outside, too far away from the net. Powell's got to get more aggressive. No time to be on their heels now.
It's almost like they backed up because of Letcher's block attempt.
Right.
There.
No, you're exactly right.
And played over by Pelfrey and out. A little bit of an arc to that one, a little bit of an arch on that one, but...
And you probably coach this, too. Don't send a free ball to the front row. Because she was definitely not going to send that free ball to the front row. She's going to put it in the concession stand if she had to.
Like I say before, that landed over at the Calaboose somewhere. All right, here we go. Neal out of the middle.
That was a better set.
Yep.
Neal able to deal with it a little bit there. So, Jones, if she can and she's got another foot there, she can probably get a little bit closer.
Right. But Neal was on top of that ball,
Yes.
and that's the real difference. If you can get that hand up above that ball and put it down, it's hard to do much with. Back to serve is Flincham for Powell. Good serve. Letcher out of system. Played out of the back row. Outside to McClure. And hit in. Doesn't seem like she's using as much force as she usually has. Napier into the net. Point, Powell County.
Well, one of the reasons McClure was back on her heels is Letcher, instead of sending the free ball, takes the flat-footed swing, more spin, a little more aggressive play, but ultimately Powell able to get the point.
Flincham serves in. Pack takes it up to Napier, who just pushes that ball down the line.
Interesting. Coach Thorpe calling for a double.
Absolutely.
She wanted the double contact. There was some spin on that ball. Yep. We've had some controversy over the double contact call this year anyway.
I'm old school. That would have been definitely a call for me.
I think that looked like double contact to me too.
And we're going to go outside here to Neal as Neal just backs up and plays it over. Slow down on that approach and unable to play that one over as Fields tried to pop it there at the net.
I really thought we were going to get a joust, but the ball came down a little early. McClure was there, though. I think she was ready to put it right back down if it had been
Neal to
joustable.
serve. Neal to serve for Powell. outside, and that's going to be out of bounds. Richard Kelly says out, and I think it was.
So, and Ebony Pack, she's hit that line 2 or 3 times, but yeah, she missed it that time. Good swing, though.
Neal to serve again on a little bit of a run here. She plays that to Pack. Lucas sets outside as that ball is saved. Turner at the joust.
There's our joust.
And off the block. Played up by Howard. Jones outside to McClure. And that ball, good hit. Just a toss over.
Go back to her. No. Going to go back set to the right.
They're going to go to Pelfrey out here. Howard up. Jones set to McClure. And she goes way long. Out the corner. Point to Letcher Center.
So Jones trying to move the ball around, but sometimes you go back to the hot hand, and it looked like McClure had the angle. Yeah, or at least she thought she did. You could look at, the look on her face. She wanted that ball back.
Sometimes people overthink things.
Yeah.
And that ball is going to be a point off the serve of Alyssa Lowe.
Another go time ace.
Another go time ace. Lowe with the serve. Played up. Jones outside to Turner, who chose with a left-hand push. And miscommunication there by Letcher Central.
When you put that ball up and there's nobody home to pass it.
Those are the ones that killed me as the coach when that ball just drops in there.
Good serve right there by Pelfrey.
Yeah, Piper Adams, the 7th grader, unable to handle that serve.
Well, let's see if she goes back after her again. That had some wicked spin on it, Steve.
And she goes out the side. We always went right back. Somebody mishandled the ball. We try to go right back. Volleyball, I've always said, the only sport where you can get away with being a bully.
Oh, absolutely. No, you got to challenge them.
Back to serve for Letcher County, number 8, Sophie Fields. Referee's giving a little direction here. And miscommunication off the hands of 2 of Powell County's players. Point to Letcher.
Well, it's always the libero's ball unless she says it wasn't right. So
exactly.
Put that one on Kylie Howard. She's a good one, though. She'll bounce back.
She's got a special jersey on for a reason. Outside to Turner. Turner taps that ball over. Set from Lucas over to Pack. And that ball's still live. And that's going to be an overpass controlled by Turner. Point to Powell County.
And that point is Emma Risings for saving that point. She got that ball up when it looked like that was over.
Those are the plays that never appear in the record book, but it makes a difference. As McClure serves this one in. Hard swing from Eldridge. And they're going to call that out down the line. McClure.
And you can see at the bottom of your screen, the Leslie Eagles are in the house, ready for their 3 o'clock game already.
Back is Combs for Letcher to serve. Letcher County. Served that ball long.
Well, and she took it back almost to the wall, came in with the jump serve, but just wasn't able to get over top of it, I think.
Too many Wheaties this morning. Put that out the back. Back is Turner for Powell County to serve. Turner with her approach. Puts that ball in. Lucas over and off the tip. And she touches the aerial out of bounds.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Barely touched the aerial, popped back in. Out of bounds, Powell County. Point goes to Letcher. We have Piper Adams, the 7th grader, back to serve for Letcher. And Pelfrey can't quite get to that one. Point to Letcher.
So a little rule check, Steve. If the ball touches the referee's stand or the net outside of the aerial, it is out.
It is dead, yep.
But the player can chase the ball into those areas, and as long as it doesn't touch the net, it's still in play.
Correct, yep.
And so
as long as the ball doesn't touch.
Right. So for our viewers, the player can play it from there or even from off behind the stand, conceivably. But if it touches it.
And for safety reasons, the player can touch the referee stand and all of those things for safety reasons. That's why they're padded.
Right.
Powell County Turner goes into the net. So you'll see players sometimes bounce off. I saw a referee actually knocked out of a stand one time in a ball game because of a player working really hard to get to the ball. Up by Jones, outside to Neal.
Loved that set.
He would have been long as Napier just plays that ball over. Howard outside to Flincham, and he tried to throw that ball down in the middle and hits the net.
Well, I love that platform set to Haley Neal right there. More of that, and Powell County will be okay. They'll stay in this set if they'll just stay aggressive.
Letcher on a run with a 2-point lead here, coming from behind, and mishandled out of bounds. An ace.
I think Coach Thorpe's going to take a timeout.
Coach Thorpe says timeout, exactly.
Bust up this momentum.
So while they take a timeout, we'll take one with them. Be right back. 3-point lead here for Letcher Central.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back here to Powell County. The Powell County fans are up on their feet cheering, trying to encourage these girls on. Powell County's used one of their 2 timeouts. Letcher still has both of their timeouts. And a 3-point lead here as we start back in the 3rd set.
And this set is win or go home for the Lady Pirates. So
Adams serves the ball in, taken by Howard. Outside to Neal. And Napier popped back over by Pelfrey. And that ball is in low with a hard kill on the back line, that baseline.
And it seems like right now, Steve, Letcher's system is going to be, we're going to keep this ball at the net. You know, we're going to, especially if you tip it to us, we're going to 2 contact, whatever it takes.
Put that ball down. And that's the aggressiveness you have to have in the regional tournament. You can get by during the year by a few taps and those type of things. And just as we speak, Neal off the block. You have got to be aggressive and hit every time. You cannot feed free balls in the regional tournament and win. I've never seen that done. Jones serves the ball in, taken by Fields. Set outside and low. Would have been long, but saved by Howard. And point to Letcher.
Folks, if you're new to volleyball, Fields had 12 seconds to figure out what you want to do with that ball.
Absolutely.
The pass was perfect. She never had to move her feet. It's just like protection for a quarterback. When you can get your setter in her position, and so far Jones just had to do a lot of running. That was a good job there.
Yep.
Adjusting.
Better transition. A lot of times on those sets, you'll have time to go get a hot dog and come back before you hit the ball also.
So, right now, Letcher doing a fantastic job keeping, what is that?
5-point lead right now for Letcher.
What is Fields? She a sophomore?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right. Back to serve for Letcher is Lucas, 23. The set outside to Pelfrey. And nice recovery there by Lowe at the net off the block. And Napier touched at the net. Outside and down. I don't think Letcher expected that back set. And they made him pay for it as Pelfrey put the ball down.
A good back set, that's what it's for. A little misdirection. They think they're going one way and it goes the other.
Powell County's been predominantly to that, what we used to call the number 1 spot. And they switched it up as Howard back to serve for Powell. Ball up, Lucas with a quick push, saved, and over. That's going to be out of bounds. Point to Powell County. Not smart play there. Nobody there. Drop that ball in. Howard with the serve for Powell County, trailing by 3. She pushes that ball back row. Napier out. Too strong. Looked like Napier was at a full run to get to that ball, and Coach Van Hoos of Letcher Central says timeout as that lead has melted away down to 2. We'll take a quick break. Be right back.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Welcome back. We're out of the Letcher Central timeout. I think we've seen a pretty good run here from Powell County. They've dropped this lead that Letcher had back to 2 points, 17-15, as Howard back to serve for Powell County puts the ball in play. Little short serve. Set to Lowe. Lowe pops it over. Played over by Jones. Off the tip. Back to McClure, who just pops the ball over. She's got to back up and get those steps in. And that's blocked at the net by Pelfrey.
Blocked. Yeah, well blocked right there by Pelfrey and Neal on the double block.
And McClure, that's uncharacteristic for her.
That was
that's
good
off the
back
touch
set.
And down.
Steve, fantastic back set right there by Lucas. And my apologies, I had Fields and Lucas confused earlier, but number 23 there, senior Amelia Lucas. Fantastic back set there to the right side to catch Powell off guard.
Perfect height, perfect location. Outside to McClure, who swings away on that one. Good job.
Just hit it to somebody.
Yep, Fields puts that ball in play. Again, back set. And she goes long.
And had it. They had the angle and they had the point, but she just couldn't get over top of it. Yeah.
There was nobody there, so they were wide open for Pelfrey hit. But unfortunately, it went out of bounds. And Letcher Central knocking on that magic 20. Set outside to Neal. She took a little off that. And Fields just pops it over. McClure, free ball. Pack into the net. Point to Powell County. 19-16, and this must win. And the fans appreciate that hit. Powell County's fans clapping. Has Neal back to serve. Off the block and play it. Jones was there, but was a little taller than she was, I think, Doug.
And you know, credit Jones. She was doing what she's supposed to. She's coming in on that swing thinking she's going to have to dig it. When it gets blocked, you can't react. Yeah.
Right.
Plus, she's the setter. So
yeah, a lot of times setter mentality, they're already moving back up to defense.
Sure.
Oh, my. Yeah.
The birthday ball again. This time it eats up Hannah Eldridge. She was just too excited about it.
She had already started to sing and blow out the candles, but it was too late. And that's going to be an overpass.
Oh, I thought we were going to get a joust.
A little bit of angle there. She'd have had that one. Just played over. Going to the middle for Turner. That's a little low. Yeah.
Little low.
A little bit higher. She had it.
Yep. Good idea, and it would have scored a point, but she was just a little low on the set.
Letcher Central 21 as Fields goes back to serve. 4 points away from ending this game. And that is an ace for Fields.
And that is
timeout, Powell County. Coach Thorpe says timeout. She'll burn her last time out here. We'll take a quick break with them. Be right back.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
We are back out of Powell County's second timeout. They have no more to stop this game or change its momentum as Letcher Central leads 22-17.
And a much-needed side out.
What is that? You know what it's called?
Point.
A coach point when you come out of that timeout. And the coach has iced the other team. So, Coach Thorpe, congratulations. You get your coach point today. McClure to serve.
That should be sponsored by somebody.
Yeah. The Bluegrass Sports Nation coach point. Outside to Flincham, and that probably would have been out, but saved. And Pack puts that over. Played outside to Flincham. Laid up. Pack with a push. Off the touch and down.
Well, let's not forget, Letcher libero Piper Adams, almost always the youngest girl on the floor. So if if it's out of bounds, that's okay. Go ahead and play it, Piper.
We'll let her take it. Yeah. She handled it okay. Now, if she had mishandled it, we'd have probably
right.
It's tough to see a seventh grader out here among these tall timbers.
Grader doing the work, putting in the work.
Set outside to Flincham.
Oh, perfect set.
Goes off the net, off the block, and down.
That's what Powell County's got to have. Perfect set, up on the net, Flincham moving forward. Even if the net doesn't get in the way, that ball's down.
Coach Thorpe has been at this now. This is her 4th year. She took over for my buddy, my friend, Ken Jones, 4 years ago. So this is her 4th year.
The Hall of Famer.
I have one of Ken Jones's towels. That's one of the greatest things I have in my collection. And that ball's in. Letcher Central point as they move to within 1 point of not only set point, but match point here.
And I don't want to be presumptuous, but let's go ahead and give a shout out to seniors, Josie McClure and Emma Rice, Kaylin Jones, those young ladies playing in what looks like it may be their last game as a Powell County Lady Pirate. Fantastic season.
And off the block. Set up, and Neal will play that. Mishandled, but recovered by the 7th grader. Played up by Howard. Going to go outside to Flincham. Ball outside and down for Letcher Central. Letcher Central will take this one 25-19, winning 3-0 here over Powell County. What'd you see there, Doug, real quick before we take a break? And be right back after this, after you tell us what you saw.
I think the first thing that I wanted that I could say was probably a difference maker was just the intensity that Letcher played with. They stayed aggressive. They stayed on the net. Powell County on their home floor, win or go home. A lot of pressure on these girls. Listen, district champions, nothing to hang their head about. A very competitive game between Powell and Letcher. But Letcher has been here more times than Powell. Letcher owns, 14 of these regional championships. This is not new ground for them, and so they played looser, they played more aggressive, and it was the difference.
And that experience factor, too. These girls have been on this floor quite a bit. Powell County's played several games that have been, very important games for their season this year that they were able to win. But when you come to region, everything is different. Everything means more. Smallest mistakes get amplified. We'll be right back. Close this one out in just a second here as Letcher Central claims our second match of the day by a score of 3-0. We'll be right back.
It's the season of saving and upgrading with Appalachian Wireless. Get an iPhone 15, 128 gig on us. You heard me right, on us. With a new or renewed line on any Appalachian Advantage Unlimited plan, it's like they're giving it away. They kind of are. An iPhone 15, 128 gig on us. Visit your favorite Appalachian Wireless location or AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions. It's the season of savings because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Welcome back to Bluegrass Sports Nation. We just wrapped up our second match here on this first round Saturday in Powell County. The Letcher Central Cougars advance They will take on the second round competition on Monday night. We want to say good job for Powell County. They end this year with a record of 24-10. And while we were gone on the break there, Doug, they named the player, the regional player for Powell County, if you want to mention that.
Number 4, freshman Raylan Turner. So congratulations, Raylan Turner. She's the Whitaker Bank all-region participant or all-region team member for Powell County. And again, shout out to Josie McClure, Emma Rice, and Kaylin Jones, all playing their last game as a Lady Pirate on their home floor in the regional tournament. Steve, in the last 10, 15 years, there's only been 3 teams win this regional tournament. I think Letcher obviously has got a bunch of them. Wolf's got a couple. I can't remember the third team.
I'm not sure. I think it was.
I'm drawing a blank.
They had blue uniforms.
Oh, they were blue and white. Yeah. Hall of Fame coach Steve Bowen and Breathitt County Lady Cats. Here's the thing. A lot of teams have not had the pressure or overcome the pressure. They've never been in this situation before. And as Letcher proved, sometimes experience makes all the difference.
It is, there's an expectation, and when you have a winning program that's been in the regional over and over and over and over again. We were lucky enough last year to play with Wolf County. We lost to Wolf County, of course, in the championship last year, Breathitt. My last year there, we walked off with a runner-up. And our girls were calm because we'd been there before. We knew what to expect. We knew what the pressure was like. That's something that Powell will get the chance. These young girls keep improving. They will get the chance in the future to do that. Of course, we've got more volleyball action today. In about 45 minutes, we'll be back with our third game of the day as the Leslie County Eagles will take on the Estill County Engineers. So for myself, Steve Boland, Doug Elam, and Matt Hudson, we'll see you all in about 45 minutes as we go to Game 3 of the first round of the 14th Regional Tournament here in Powell County, Kentucky.